and it looks phenomenal. They have brought so many major updates to the game. They are giving away so many freebies. If you want to start playing, now is absolutely the time. Now, I know with some gacha players, when you hear season, you get worried you're going to lose everything, or every season, everything starts over. It is not like that at all in Etheria Restart. Outside of PvP and in Arena, where you're going to climb again, all your other progress is kept every single time. So on the whole, the new season just means major updates, very player-friendly updates, and phenomenal rewards. So I want to break that all down for you. There is such good stuff in this season too. They're calling the new season Rhyme Tiara, and while this fantastic new season, Season 2, will be running through February 2nd, you will only be able to get the new season launch rewards for the next short while. So if you have ever wanted to play Etheria Restart or have even thought about trying it out, I'm telling you, now is the best time. Of course, a big thank you to Etheria Restart for sponsoring today's video. If you want to start playing, please use my link in the description and the top pin comment. So, like I said, Season 2 and the Rhyme Tiara kickoff celebration is coming with huge updates and crazy rewards. You can see great login rewards right here, new cosmetics that are for free. If you're a pay-to-win, really discounted bundles, lots and lots of good stuff. We even have a new promo code, Etheria SS2. I'll put that in the description and in the comment section below. But of all the things I want to talk about, the best place to start is by breaking down the new systems. We are seeing an incredible new system introduced for the SR Animuses in this game, as well as two very cool, very powerful new systems for the shells. If you don't know, Animuses are the heroes in this game, and shells are basically the artifacts or the relics you might find in other games. But the coolest of all, in my opinion, this blew me away when they announced it and I logged in and saw it for the first time, the Animetry Awaken. Essentially, awakening is not a thing in this game. They do have something called Animus Prowess in this game that's kind of like awakenings or empowerment in other games, but the new form of awakening in this game is completely fresh. This is essentially a way to completely buff up throughout the season 3 featured SR units. So SR units, SR Anima, in Etheria Restart, SR Animuses, these are essentially the epics that you might see in other games. However, through the Awakening system, through Animetry Awaken, they become at least as strong as the SSR units, as the legendary quality units in this game, and in some cases, like with Sonya at least, they're going to be even stronger than most of the legendaries. It is unbelievable. Essentially, you'll have these challenges that you'll go in and take on, and as you beat these challenges, you get premium currency, which is awesome, right? Great rewards, but you get this new currency called Awaken Prism, and this is a signature currency tied to each unit. You can see this one here is for Sonya, and once you get those up and you beat the challenges, you can take that Anima Prism and go in and apply it to that unit to awaken them. And this like little DNA strain here, this double helix, the bonuses you get as you apply the Awaken Prisms you pick up through the challenges, the bonuses are incredible. You can see here, you're going to boost base stats to crazy levels. Then you're going to get bigger increases in the form of percentages. It goes on and on. You'll see each node, or whatever you want to call it, along this helix gives a new significant contribution to the base stats. This is increasing the flat HP. We get a percentage boost. It goes on and on and on. Crazy stuff, all accumulating with even more percentage boosts. It's really, really good. And when you max out that Awaken progress, you are going to get skills of that unit boosted. You're actually going to see these skills get stronger. So a good example here is going to be the S3, the ultimate for Sonya. Here on their website, we have a little preview system. I can put the link for this in the description for you guys. You can see with Sonya, the Virtuous Maiden, we can get a little preview of those skill changes, and they are so good. So that ultimate Forest Heart, once she's fully awakened, when you've completed all the nodes and advanced that entire DNA helix, she is now going to be able to purify all the debuffs from her target that she uses the ultimate on. So previously, you can see when she does the ultimate, she applies 1 stack of all-powerful protection, her signature buff, very, very good. You got a little heal for that ally, and if that ally was dead, it's a revive, and then the cooldown becomes 5 turns instead of 3 turns. That's all crazy. Sonya gets so much play in PvP at all levels. She's one of the best SRs in the game. However, on top of all of that now, her ultimate will also do a full cleanse to that target. It's just taking it all to the next level. And remember, all the while, as you build up that Helix, the base stats are getting pushed to the level of legendary SSR units, if not higher. It really turns these SRs into like mythical beast quality units. It is crazy. And remember, whenever you fully awaken any of the 3 featured SR units that can be awakened in a specific season, this season, once again, I'll remind you, is Sania, Turandot, and RC77. Every single skill is going to see that kind of boost. Every skill. So if we look at Turandot over here, on top of all her other great buffs and stuff, now she's got a turn meter boost on the ultimate. The S2 over here, she's got an improved order on her Dispel and turn meter decrease. Then the S1, she can increase the strength of the basic buff she was already applying. That's a passive applying to all the buffs she's applying through her skills. Everything's taken to the new level. Their base stats are going up. You're turning these epic quality units into god tier legendaries, and it is so fun. And every season is going to be about 2 months, and 3 different SRs will get this treatment. It's such a welcome change. And this game on the whole, Etheria Restart is so good at keeping the SR units relevant. I really like to see that. There are so many games that I love, but epic units, rare units completely fall by the wayside. That is not an issue in this game. Now, guys, let's talk about shells. So if you've ever played Etheria Restart, you know how important shells are. These are like supercharged artifacts that you might find in other games. They come with signature effects, some have cooldowns, some do not, and these come with crazy passives that give major stat contributions. And on top of that, these shells are necessary to provide the missing matrix quantities that give you set bonuses, right? So you can see here, to get my onslaught effect, you need 12 of the onslaught matrix. We're getting 3 of them from that shell. So because we need the right shell with the perfect passive effects, fully built out, with the perfect triple combination of matrices, it is so hard. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was brutal finding a perfect shell. You can see here, I'm on a crazy Kraken account. This is our Lasty account that I have with Larry. And even still, this is not a perfect set of set bonuses, right? These aren't the perfect matrices. It's because this is the best that we had. And that's with so much farming. Well, they've added a new system that completely turns this on its head. We have something now called Shell Attune, and you're able to farm up specific passive effects, and you can directly plug them in to each passive slot. So instead of using these reconfig chips, if you've ever done it, you can get lucky or you can burn through thousands, and it is utterly maddening. Now what you can do is you can go in, and if you get one of those Shell Attune materials, you can just directly place the passive you want. So for my Yelly over here, if I wanted to get a maxed out mythic quality Blade of Constancy and I had one drop, I could literally go in and place it right there. And I'm guaranteed she's now going to get a 10 to 12% boost, whatever it rolls, in the final damage she deals, because she herself is a constant unit. You can actually hand pick these. You don't have to re-roll over and over and over. I'm telling you, this changes everything. It is very player friendly. On top of that, we also have an improved system for respecking the matrices. You see, if you get these matrix respec materials, they're calling them octanoids, you can directly choose which matrices are going to go on your unit. So let's say I was unhappy with the onslaught, frankly I am, and I wanted to get momentum instead, I could go over here, click on the onslaught, click on momentum, and then I would be able to use a matrix respec currency, the octanoid, if I had one already, and I would get momentum as my other matrix, right? You can see they give you a little preview of what would come. We would go from Onslaught Harvest Fury Edge to Momentum Harvest Fury Edge. This is another way that the power is given to the player, and you don't have to re-roll over and over and over and go through all of your reconfiguration supplies. This is so enormous for players. They've added one other entirely fresh system with shells, and this one doesn't affect gameplay, but it is fun. Every single mythic rarity shell, all the best shells in the game. You know, in the game, there are a lot of SR and even R rarity units you will use in terms of the heroes, the animuses. But for the shells, we only use mythic shells. And now all of those amazing mythic shells are getting a little glow up in terms of their appearance. We've got cosmetics. So as you're farming shells now, in the different Grim Pursuit dungeons, you're going to have chances to have Phantom Echoes drop. And when you get these, you can use them to basically re-outfit, reskin your units. So you can see my Revelation goes from this kind of emo version to this heavenly version over here. And we've got that for every single kind. I can preview another one right now. Let's take a look at one of my favorites. Let's pop in and let's look at the Tiger Yin. I really like the new skin on this guy. He's kind of this albino dude with the blue hair. But if we mount this and we look at the new cosmetic, we can see he becomes this devilish, demonic, red tiger, lion, whatever. And I love it. So this is a brand new system. It's something else to look forward to when you're farming. Very cool stuff. Next up, as is the case with any new season, any new event, any new anything in any game, we're getting a bunch of really good banners. And Etheria does this so well. Right now, we have a featured LD banner for Lowen. She looks very, very cool. Kind of insane, giving me a little Dr. Octopus energy. She's going to be our LD. They call this affinity Disorder. But yeah, if you're familiar, kind of like a Void from another game or Light Dark unit, she's going to be very strong. And then we've got a classic RGB unit coming over here. Looks like he's rocking on a bass guitar. This is going to be Santic. He is of the Reason affinity, aka the Red affinity. This is one fabulous looking rock star over here. Looks like he's got a lot of nice stuff in his kit. He's got an extra turn mechanic. He can buff all allies. He can cleanse. He can increase the cooldown on enemies. He can debuff them. He's got some purify. Really cool units. These guys are going to have a lot more run on their banners. You can see at the time of filming, just over 16 days left. They'll be running a nice long while. Then, starting on December 25th, we are getting a new set of RGB banners. So these are our standard affinity units. We are having the introduction of Palin and Sen Yu. So those are two more brand new animuses, brand new anima that are coming to the game. And then we're getting another LD unit, Fiamelia, and that's going to come as an LD selector. That should be a very strong banner for a lot of players. A lot of good actual gotcha moments to look forward to here with Season 2. If we go into the event now, I just want to recap the crazy giveaways they have. If you didn't notice this login here on day 7, you are going to get a free SSR unit. You're going to get a free legendary. That's insane. And then if we look over here, this is a full free-to-play cosmetic where you can choose one skin, one outfit for any of these 6 featured SSRs. And they're all very, very good ones. This featured season launch celebration is going to run a little longer, but there's even more stuff coming in the future. Starting on December 25th, running through New Year's Day, January 1st, we have all the New Year's events. We're going to get a Chaku treasure hunt celebration. We've got a fun summit arena mode that's running till the end of the month. Also, very important, if you took any time away from the game, this is my Kraken account. I haven't been playing it as much, so I can feature it here. They've got a special return path. And basically logging in every day, you get a lot of crazy stuff. Tons of summons, tons of legendary skill ups. You get an SSR ticket here. Lots of good things to come back to if you are a returning player. 2 final crucial things to talk about. Ember Trek, which is a key multi-weekly mode in this game. The hard version of it is going to allow you to quick clear a lot of floors now in just one tap. You're only going to have to fight the elites and the bosses, so you can skip all the other floors. This means a lot less time you have to spend on this stuff, and it's going to be a lot more enjoyable. You can also play Infinity Train. That's one of the cycling game modes. You can play it basically as a full passive experience by tapping auto select. It will choose the cards for you. Automatically, it will opt to pick the most advanced cards available each set every time it pauses, so you don't actually have to babysit it. In the Phantom Theater, this is a daily thing. Frankly, I always found this cumbersome, so I started skipping it. Now, once you've gotten a triple S rating once, if you and your partner player you're paired up with have both done that, you can both opt in to fully skipping the battle, which is great if you just want to quickly do it every day. They've got a new module recycling template coming, a new sticker feature update coming, character stat displays are getting merged, a new combat statistic is coming. I have always wanted to see the final stats for each unit in terms of damage taken, damage dealt, healing done, whatever. I've always wanted to see that at the ends of battles in this game. Finally, it is coming. And then most importantly, the big thing, the global finals for 2025, the Etheria World Summit, that is coming very soon, and that is going to be a ton of fun to watch. I'm going to be covering it if I can, and I really can't wait. I'm hoping to see my boy Ronnie in there. Any of you Watcher Realms players might remember Ronaldo Plays. He is a top PvP player in Etheria. and this is going to be crazy. There's up to $50,000 in cash prizes. The big finale, the 2025 Etheria World Summit, the global finals, it's open to everyone, and then as it narrows down, it will all conclude in February 2026. The final 16 are going to play offline in Shanghai. It's going to be crazy. People are going to get a ton of prize money, and then the champion will get to co-create an Animus outfit actually entering right in the game. So there are really cool things coming to Etheria Restart. Make sure to download using my link in the description in the top pinned comment. Thank you again to Etheria Restart for sponsoring this video. Share it with your mother. I've been Fastidious, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.